Hey, and welcome back to Home Reviews. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you Aiper's latest product, their Aiper Scuba X1 Pro Max. This thing is a beast. Just look at the size of this thing. I'm really anxious to see how this is going to do in my pool. You can see here in the background our pool, and one thing about it is that it has this slope in it. You can see how it goes down and then it levels out. Well, most of the pool cleaners we have, they have a hard time dealing with this. Lots of times they won't even clean the slope. They get confused and they don't know what to do. So I'm anxious to see how well Aiper does with their latest model with a pool that's sloped like this. You can see we got some stairs over there, and this thing's supposed to clean the walls, the water line, and everything. Now, just real quick before we get started in this, a few things I do want to point out is that this thing will clean 3,200 square foot, up to a 10-hour battery life, and will clean up to 8,500 gallons of water per hour, and it has multiple modes you can choose from to clean. You can see here on these pictures how it'll do the walls, the floor, the water line. I mean, this thing will do everything. It even skims on top of the water. It has something called adaptive path planning, so it can actually plan out what your pool looks like, so it does a better job of cleaning it. And then it does have these filters here you can use to replace them. You can see I got some here setting out. You got your documents here, a hook you can attach to your pole, so you can grab a hold of this when it's near the edge of the pool when it's done, and you can just pull it out. We're going to be taking more of a look at this in just a second, but I'll show you something newer they have this year. And this is this battery charging unit here, where this power cord plugs into the back of it, and then you just plug it into your outlet, and you set this on top of this, and it charges it. So you don't actually have to plug the cord no longer into the unit. Now, looking at this side of the box, you can see what it's good for cleaning. So for sand, gravel, leaves, green algae, and the types of pools that it can be used for cleaning. Now down here you can see where it has a 10-hour battery life if it's only skimming the water. It has a 5-hour battery life for cleaning the floor. It does have an app. It has the wireless charger I just showed you, cleans up to 3,200 square foot, and it has the intelligent cleaning auto mode. So this thing here, one thing I really like about it is down at the bottom, you can see these treads on this. These little rubber pads, they're soft, so they're not going to scratch your pool, but yet look how long they are. So as this thing is circling as it's cleaning your pool, it's really going to go around and hit the floor and the walls and give it a good cleaning. You have your settings on top here you can use when you put it in the water to choose how you want it to clean. You can also do that through the app. And if we flip this thing up, you're going to see underneath this big area here it has for sucking in all the debris and everything on the bottom. Even if it's leaves, so if it's the first time you're cleaning out your pool for the beginning of the year, this may be ideal to use for that. You have these little rubber pads here which helps to guide everything right up into the basket that's inside of the unit. And you also notice down here there's pads also, so you got cleaning on this end and also down here on this end. Accessing the basket to empty it or clean it is super easy. Up underneath the handle you'll see a little ledge here. You simply just shove up on it and the top opens up where you have access to your basket. It comes out and you can see here where you can open the bottom of it up by pulling on this little flap, and the bottom opens. It makes it much easier for you to spray it out and clean it, which I recommend you do after every time you clean your pool. Now I'm going to go ahead and get this thing charged up. We're going to throw it in my pool and we're going to see what it can do. So we got the Aiper brought down into the pool and we're going to power it on. You see some buttons here. This one here lets you choose between what you want to do, whether you want to clean everything, the floor, the walls, the water line, or if you just want to use it and just skim it. And then you have your intensity button here, which adjusts whether you want it to work in economy mode, auto, or maximum. So we're going to go ahead and hold this down and power it on. got the pool done cleaning, and let's go ahead and take it out of here, and I want to see what is in the basket. All right, let's open it up. And you can see what it got in there. It picked up the rocks that was on the bottom, and I'm not sure what all that other stuff was. I didn't even see it on the bottom. And what I'm going to do is unlatch that, and I'm just going to take it apart and use my water hose on it to clean it out real good, because you don't want this stuff drying inside the basket before you reuse it again. But there you go. Works great. Just like having your own little pool cleaner. If you guys want to check it out, the links below this video. They're always running discounts and coupons. Check for those below the video as well, and save yourself some money.